All right, we're gonna give this another try. I feel like I need to figure out how to make Moblin work. So I don't know if I'll be able to see chat. One, so I can have starting soon screen, so I don't have to do the awkward starting thing. And two, so I have like overlays, and so it's not boring. But anyway, I'm gonna give it a couple seconds, give people a chance to drop in. I also need to turn off channel point still because I haven't changed that yet. I have the worst allergies right now, so if I'm a little bit like, meh, that is why. Hi, Ozzy. Welcome in here. Bad Wolf popping in first. Technically, there's nothing that you get for being first, but I can see it, so that counts. Hi, Cool Place. Hi, Burns. How are you guys? I pretty much just like escaped from my family and was like, ooh, I'm gonna run down and stream for like an hour. So you get me for a little bit. Hi, Ty. It's good to see you. And Sneaky. Hello, hello. Rattler. Hi, hi. Listen, Chase. Today you get Chex Mix. If you guys redeem your snacks and you really want them, I'll make it up for you. Vital, hi, it's good to see you. How are you guys? Androma, hello, hello. Ty, you did? Okay, good. I was a little bit worried I wasn't gonna get there. Yeah, my bot is not attached right now. So actually, funny thing about this room. So the room upstairs where you guys have seen me stream in before, that was my childhood room. This was my teenage room. This was the room that I was in maybe after college. This is like the basement. So this is when I got my own space for a little bit. Yeah, there's a blue fuzzy pillow though. This is not what it looked like though. My mom definitely like redid it. This is all like new blanketed. This is kind of like the guest area now. But you got your painting too? You're just selling on eBay for a boatload of money? All right. To make back all the money that you donated. That's fair. That's definitely fair. But I'm glad that it got there, Brock. Bad Wolf, you get some fruit roll-ups. Just came to say hi. Yeah, thank you, Vital. I appreciate it. And do you remember pants? Yes? Amano, I'm not in the UK yet. I'm not in the UK yet. I feel like I need to make another announcement. I feel like my announcement made sense. But I'm doing a lot of traveling first. I'm going to the UK, or I'm in Colorado currently. I'm going to Florida, then I'm going to Sweden, and then I'm going to be in the UK. So I'm kind of all over the place for a little bit. Wait, hold on, let me. Oh, wrong direction. Okay. White socks, classic outfit. It is yoga pants. I just worked out. So this is where I got back and showered, and we put on a giant t-shirt, leggings, and socks. This is pretty much what I live in always. Nat, hello. How you doing, sunshine? Good to see you. Yeah, come on. Not in the UK yet. Anxiety or Android. Hi, how are you? How's your day today? I'm eagerly awaiting you meeting up with Joy. Also, is the mic sound working? Like if I'm talking down, is it louder? Does it sound okay? Also, apologies because I don't have a starting soon screen. You guys get hit with ads right out of the gate. We do our 3 minutes of ads once an hour. That way you don't have pre-rolls on. So we're going to have ads now in just a second. And then the mic is working though. Okay. Sick. Thank you, Ty. I feel like you're like tech Ty. You always help me make sure I get all of them set up. Martin, yeah, no worries. Thank you. I appreciate the lurk. I hope you're having a great day. Zach, it's good to see you. Hello, hello. Moo, welcome in. Spider Queen. Hoi. Brock, you get an apple. Fuzzy, why can't I chat? Okay, hi, we can see you. How are you? I also am not scrolling today, so if I miss your chats, I'm so sorry. Say hi again if you want me to say hi. I saw Bacon Eclipse. Chats are kind of going quickly. I'm trying to be able to read and all at the same time. Cool. Getting to see Tiz Dad yesterday. Okay, good. I'm glad you liked it. I was kind of a little bummed because I wasn't like prepared and I was a little bit like, it was very like last minute, like, hey, do you guys want to be on stream? I want to throw this up. And we didn't like plan anything. And I feel like it would have been kind of fun to do like a jam session and like play music and you guys could have heard him sing a little bit or other things like that. But oh well, you got what you got. Hey Phil, it's good to see you. Fuzzy wasn't letting you chat the whole time. And then it just worked. All right, that's fair. You need to steal the nephew's iPad so you have a bigger screen. No, well, the screen is big enough. Because I'm all the way over here, I can't like scroll up. Yeah. Well, Fuzzy, you know I'm obviously doing that to you on purpose. Rage bait to Fizz fame every time. Hoi, Miffy. How's it going? How's your day been? Has it been productive? You didn't hear my snack? I was texting. I think I said a fruit roll-up. Or did I say that for somebody else? Goldfish. Although some of these snacks I might say and they're in a different country and you guys don't have them there. Miffy, you can have a single chocolate chip. Asta, carrots. I can't think of snacks this quick, this fast. I gotta go. Popped in and sent heads. Thanks, Vital. I appreciate it. Yeah, no worries. No, not actual goldfish. The crackers. The crackers. One little one? No. A normal sized one. Not like the baby chocolate chips, but like a normal size. But the milk chocolate, not the dark chocolate. Those ones are gross. You don't want carrots, Asta? Spider Queen? Do you know what a Pop-Tart is? You can have a Pop-Tart. Some of these snacks, I'm just saying like random American snacks that like you guys are not going to know. Delegate your snacking. Yeah. Make you guys come up with snacks for each other. Give you a good one, Ty. A jar of Nutella with a spoon in it. Ty, why did I get the healthy stuff? I don't know. I love carrots. Baby carrots with like hummus. And I feel like you cook with, I don't know. Let me at them. I got good snacks to give out. Okay, Phil, you can be the snack giver. If people redeem a snack, you can be like, you get. And then think of something. Dark chocolate's delicious. See, I'm not a dark chocolate girly. I only like milk chocolate, and I'm okay with white chocolate sometime. Dark chocolate's it's not sweet enough. Oh, that went way too fast. Chase, I missed it. I missed it. Yeah, Owen, whatever that said. Cool. Layla, hi, darling. It's good to see you. How's it going? All right, Asta, you can have a Jolly Rancher or a Butterfinger with your carrots if that's better. You got popcorn butter? No popcorn, no. Phil is going to be way more harsh with the snacks, I think, than I am. I feel like that's... People are North American, they get Timbits. Timbits? In Europe, they get penguin bars. I've never heard either one of those things. Spider Coon, was that your first time in San Diego having Pop-Tarts? Oh, that's so funny. Timbits are Canadian donut holes. Like the powdered donuts? Or are they chocolate covered? Or what kind of donuts? They're just the bite-sized ones? Nice. Anyway, I don't really have anything specific. I figured this is Tiz's old bedroom. We're gonna do just some little chit chats. Figured we'll do like ask me anything about travel related mindset stuff, streaming things. We'll just kind of sit and yap and hang out for a little bit, and then I gotta go do dinner with the family. Today we went to my mom and my stepdad. They do a body pump class, which is basically like cardio strength training, but synced to music, and it's all old people, and I go in there and the old people kick my fucking ass, and I am scared to try to stand up tomorrow. Android, my favorite Pokemon, probably Bulbasaur, because nobody else liked him. Everyone liked the other starting Pokemon, so I like Bulbasaur because also I like plants. Okay, Spider Queen, that makes sense. These kind of streams would be perfect. Brock, I literally, right before I hit go live, I was like, fuck. I need to see if maybe I can get like a ring mouse delivered. Maybe I can get it shipped to Florida to Chase or Miff's house. If I can't get here in time, I could ship it there. Because yeah, right now, being able to scroll would be amazing. We're in Tiz's old bedroom. Did Tiz hide her contraband? Uh-oh. My gimbal died, guys. Wait, maybe I can plug it in from here. Hold on. Come alive. Boop, boop. Hello. It just went limp. Guys, I'm still here. No. I don't know how to turn it back on. Oh, wait, here we go. It's flashing. Oh. Hello. I think it's still charging. It needs to charge a little bit before it'll work. Maybe we can talk like this. Yeah. It's not great when it just goes limp, you know? It's not super fun. Hi, Bree. Welcome in. It's okay, Gimbal. It happens to everyone. The timing was perfect. There's a hidden, and then the camera. Listen, I didn't have hidden contraband. I was a good child. I got straight A's, and I know you can still see me. I just look like I'm Tiny Tiz down here. It's pointing at the floor. I'm waiting till it charges enough that I can fix it. Nick, I'm sorry. How are you? It's good to see you. You got, I got jalapeno pepper lint ball. I didn't even know they made that flavor. I just get the milk chocolate ones. This feels weird though. You can see me like just like wiggling my toes. I'm like, I feel awkward. Eclipse, shut your mouth. No, I didn't have any hidden contraband. I swear. Listen, I was the kid. You want like old baby Tiz stories? You want to know the worst thing I did? When I was in high school, right now, you can actually, maybe I'll show you in a second. This is the bedroom that I was in for a little bit, and I could sneak out. This is like, it's in the basement, and there's a window well, and you can climb out through the window well. So I would sneak out with my friends at like midnight. But I was scared if my mom woke up that she would be nervous. So I would leave notes on my bed, and we would walk down to the corner. There's a 7-Eleven, and we would get slushies and come back. And that was the most naughty thing I ever did in high school. I left notes, and I snuck out to get my slurpees, slurpees, whatever they're called, and then I'd come sneak back into the basement. And once I stayed up past my bedtime playing video games, and my dad got really mad, and I lied, and I told him that I just had woken up really early, when really I had stayed up till like 5 a.m. playing video games. And then I felt so bad for lying to him that I came clean. I ended up just telling him the truth, and I was like, I'm sorry I lied to you. I was really awake all night long. Tiz is living in her parents' basement. No, I'm not living. I'm just visiting, okay? My gimbal died, and it's limp. So this is what you currently get. Here, maybe it's charged enough now. Hello. Oh, maybe. No, it's not working. I'm sorry if this is gonna make you all dizzy. Yeah. I could try to like prop you up, maybe. What if we do this? We'll use the gimbal as a prop up thing. I can't scroll. No, I wanted to see what you were saying, Phil. Hold on, where's the chat thing? I don't understand how Moblin works yet. Okay. Saber foster care. My reactor Defiance was breaking into John Deere sales place with a bunch of friends late one night, but it was decorated with deer statue. And you left a Christmas card. That's kind of amazing. Spider Queen, look, you don't look down on me. You're my height. Okay, maybe this will balance. Stay. This is gonna fall on the floor, and you guys are. This is okay. You caught my window. My mom caught me coming back in. Said you have a key to the front door. Use it. Okay. I'll sit on the pillow so I'm extra tall, and we'll have it propped up. It's not as good, but at least you can see me. I am 5'5", so I'm not that tiny. I feel like I'm very average height. And you're a giant, but would never look down on you. Mo. They're sending a ring mouse to Miff or Nikki. It's already happening. It's cheap, but it'll work. Well, they don't know. You don't know their addresses. It's fine. Brock, I can do it. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's okay. I can figure it out. But yeah, I definitely need to make sure I get that done. The first minute when meeting you, I was taller because you were sitting down. Yeah, and then I stood up, and I'm actually taller than you, so. It's already done. It's shipped. Liar. No. Who did you send it to? When? How? If you're ordering a Temu ring mouse, send it to Joe Joy. You dated a guy who was 5'6", and I'm 5'9", so height is like whatever. I have always dated very tall people, and I think part of the reason is because I grew up with people that were a lot taller than I was. So like all my girlfriends were like 5'10", 5'11", maybe taller. And so I feel like, and all my guy friends were like 6 feet and above. So I'm just used to being around tall people. So everyone I've dated has been like, Nande is the shortest at 5'11", and then the last one before him was 6'5". You're 5'7", you're a midget. I'm not a midget. 6 feet. I feel like I'm always taller than your friends too. I feel like 5'9" is not a ton taller though. I look down to see if Tiz. You're like, is she still there? You're shrinking. No. Did you say 5'5"? I didn't register just how short that was. What do you mean? How tall are you, Phil? I feel like you're not that much taller than I am. Come on. All right, I'm gonna see if I can fix. All right, you guys are gonna go over here for a second. Hang out. Right, you gimbal thing. I don't know how I reset it once it dies. It's still charging. 5'10", like a human. Okay. PG, wait, did you just resub? I can't scroll up. Did you tier 3? Did you big tier? PG, I appreciate the heck out of you. Thank you. It's good to see you. How are you? Am I too loud? Is my mic, is it like, oh my God, shut up? Or is it okay? She's 5 feet. I'd be taller. See? It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I'm not doing things. I'm doing things. I'm not paying attention. Okay. I'm not loud enough? You want me to yell at you? And be like, Peachy! No, that's not. I can't. I'm not that kind of streamer. Like, there's some streamers that do that. I am... Every once in a while, we'll talk really fast, but the volume makes me anxious. Peachy with the tier 3 at 13 months. Eclipse, thank you for being my recapper. Recapper. CJ, welcome in. It's good to see you. Nah, Spider Queen. I think I'm taller. Technically. All right, everybody, close your eyes for a second, okay? I'm gonna put this on the gimbal, and it might spin around crazy, and it's gonna make you really dizzy, and you're gonna hate it. So, close your eyes. Don't look. Boop, boop, boop. Whip. Whip, 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 whip. All right. Yeah. All right. Ooh, nope. Hey, that's my backpack. This is what I'm traveling with. This is what I'm living out of for however many months I am traveling. All right. Don't look too close at my greasy hair. It's only been 5 days since I've watched it. It's like an amusement park. Yeah, you guys just went on a little ride. It's fine. Too late. You threw up. Sorry. I don't even know what to say to that. You're actually here now. Hope you're good. Of course, you're here as I'm rotating everything. I hope that was fine. Look, it actually looks okay from this far away, right? As long as I don't move. Ash, it's good to see you again. I know. Isn't this amazing? Look at this shirt. Look at this shirt. It is my favorite. Why didn't you just steal your sister's product while you were visiting? Oh, I have shampoo. I wash my hair like once or twice a week because it's not good to wash your hair too much. So, Sharky, hi Sunshine. It's good to see you. How is everybody? If I miss your chat coming in, I don't have a scroller. You're on my phone. You're kind of far away, so I can't move it. So I can see about 4 chats at a time. So if you are not within the latest 4 chats, this is probably really, really good for me to like, because I usually struggle reading every single chat, and I'm trying to break the habit and just be able to get into my flow and be quick with things. So maybe this is a good practice. Exactly, PG. If you wash your hair too much, you get a dry scalp. Yeah, every 4 days. You're only supposed to wash your hair like 2 times max per week. Did you get pizza for snacks? What a Wolfen! Hi, how are you? It's good to see you. Ash, I'm so sorry. All of my redeems currently are not working because we're on my phone. I am going to figure out a way to hook some redeems up. Or maybe, you know what I wish they could do, and I don't think it does? What do you mean? What was I asking about, Nick? I wish you could have different sets of channel redeems. And maybe I will tell Twitch this next TwitchCon and be like, hey, you need to implement this because I want to be able to have just like a quick toggle to like have redeems that work on my phone versus redeems that work on my PC and all those other things. Is it Team Temez? Am I saying it right? You're from Finland? We have another Finnish person in here as well. It's good to see you. How are you? Akti, are you here too? You got over 1,000 points already somehow? Oh, hell yeah. How? In one stream? It's just like, you get the points. You get the points. You got an air fryer. Oh my God. Aren't air fryers life-changing? Profile channel redeems? Yeah, just like, I don't know. I think they should have a quick sets of channel points. And emote. Yeah, it would be awesome. Like different things that you would switch on for like, especially for people who do IRL streams and gaming streams and other places. Oh yeah, maybe you rated it and were here before at some point. 2 Finnish people? Do they have a Thunderdome? You get some white cheddar popcorners. Sounds amazing. Not very good at English. Oh, that's okay. I get that. And Commoner, hello. It's good to see you. It's been pretty good, except for I have allergies in Colorado. I don't have allergies anywhere else. So if I start sneezing like crazy, I'm so sorry. And I'm super stuffy. I don't ever have allergies anywhere else. Maybe I'm just allergic to my family. That could be a possibility. But so I'm currently in Colorado. I'm going to Florida next. And then we go 2 days in the UK. And then I go to Sweden. And then we go back to the UK. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. Nat, what are you doing tomorrow? I am both, Ash. So I can explain it here again in a second when I've kind of caught up. Are you allergic to the state you grew up in? Yeah, right? You would think that I would have like gotten used to at least this place. Yeah, I'm just allergic to Colorado, I guess. But anyway, so if anyone is new popping in here, if you don't know like my whole situation, I was living in Montana with an ex-partner and we lived together for 2 years total, 3 maybe. But it just got to the point that if anybody has tried to live with their ex for a long time, it is very difficult. And so we ended up deciding to go separate ways, but we do have a dog together and stuff. So we are still really good friends. My stuff is currently there, like packed away in the closet. And then at some point I'll be getting my stuff and moving it to wherever we're going to next. But I currently don't have a plan for where I'm going to. It's just trying to get out of the house and let him have his space back kind of thing. So yeah, so I'm just traveling. So it's both for the future and kind of for fun. I mean, it will be fun. It's more for necessity. So it's not ship until you say it's fine. Shit. Perfect. Wait, did you put it? How are you trying to ship it? How would people know? My exes all need slaps. I all fall for the wrong people. No, my exes are all amazing. They're all wonderful people, and I've stayed friends with almost all of them. I know a lot of people go, oh, that's a red flag, but like for me, it's like there's these people that are like my best friends, and if we can find a way to communicate well and split amicably, why would they not still be somebody? I mean, a lot of them I don't talk to like on a regular basis, but they're still kind of in my life in some ways. Thank you, Ash. I appreciate that. Yeah. It'll be interesting. I've done this a lot. For anybody who's been in the community for a while, you've probably been around for some of the Tiz travels. Throughout my like 20s, I spent like a year in Asia. I spent a lot of time in Europe. So I've been to 33, 34. I don't actually know, 34 different countries. So I do like to travel as much as possible anyway. But yeah. Thank you, Ash. Yeah. And I'm totally like, I'm an open book, so I like talking about just like relationships and situations and traveling and giving travel tips, and we do Mindset Mondays and all of the things. So if you guys ever, pretty much this stream, I figured we'll do like an Ask Me Anything if you guys have any questions of what's kind of going on. Oh, clips, that's crazy. See, and sometimes it works out. Brie, my new ex won't leave me alone because he still says he loves. Oh, Brie, I saw that in Miffy's chat, and I am so sorry. That's so hard. I think for me, and I saw your chat. The hardest thing for me too is like, there's the part of sadness that you have to deal with, like the grief in that, but also if you still care about this other person, because a lot of times when you end a relationship, it's not that you just stop caring about this person. It's just like, at least in my situation, we just knew that it wasn't going to work out. Yeah, CJ, I completely agree. But yeah, we just knew it wasn't going to work out with each other, but we still care about each other. And so seeing him be hurt too is also really, really hard. Going through situations and being like, like being like, I care for you and I wish that this had ended up differently, but with the situation that we're in now, right? I think at the end of the day, an important lesson to learn is that you can't take care of everyone. And it's kind of that whole like putting on your mask before helping others, like the whole airplane analogy. Like you do have to make sure that you take care of yourself and you can't only just do what's good for other people. And Nick, I feel like that's a little different. Same, but different. Ash, I missed, yeah, the dog part is really tough, like leaving my dog, but also I know that he's in like the best hands possible. Nande loves Cerberus to the ends of the earth. He's been sending me non-stop Snapchats. Maybe some of them I'll save and I'll repost in case you guys want Cerberus updates. But he is so good at taking care of him, and he has like a big field and all this space, and so it's nice to know that he's really well taken care of, and that's at the end of the day, you do what's best for the animal, not for the people, in my opinion. He won't go into the weeds about it, but was giving me the silent treatment every time I spent time with friends instead of him, and would control when he would talk to me versus, yeah. Oh no, Brie, I'm so sorry to hear that. And that's very true though. Like, it's important to acknowledge the fact that if a situation doesn't feel healthy, if you feel like I think that their relationships need to have a balance. Like, you need to be able to spend time with other people. You need to, I think, have some, like, it's good if you have things in common, but you have to have different interests and do things separately. And it definitely can be a lot. And I'm really sorry to hear that, Brie. If you ever want to chat about it, it feels like we are in kind of similar boats in some ways. Sal, hi gorgeous, it's good to see you. Of course we want server updates. Okay, perfect. He sends me, Nande probably sends me anywhere from 5 to 20 Snapchats a day of Cerberus right now. And I'm sure it'll like kind of die off a little bit as we like spend more time apart. But I will save some of them and I will post them. Maybe we'll just make a Cerberus channel in the Discord or something if you guys want to stay up to date with it. Yeah, sometimes that's very true, Ash. Sometimes if you love someone, you got to let them go, that you know that there's going to be a different or better scenario or situation for them, and that's okay. Cerberus updates on all the platforms. Okay. I will keep you guys updated on Cerberus and all of his life. Hi, Nick. It's good to see you. Welcome in. I love the mindset chats. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to do right now, so I figure we're just kind of doing like Ask Me Anything. We're talking about mindset and relationships and travel and streaming and all of the things. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Chat is going by really quick and I can't scroll up. So if I do miss anything, feel free to repost. I am doing my best I'm at least reading it all. Some of it I'm not able to respond to fast enough. Actually, Owen, it's funny you say that because he was talking about making a social media account for Cerberus. So you might have a Burberber account that you guys can all follow if you want updates about it. Gaz, hi besties, good to see you. South Africa, Gaz, I'm not even kidding you. I did look at tickets. I was like, well, I don't know what I'm doing with my life right now. How much would it be to get here? It was really expensive. So unfortunately, we're not going yet, but I am going to keep checking. And every time I'm in different countries, if I find a place where it's cheaper to fly there, I'm totally going to fly there. You should text me and let me know which airport I should be checking I should fly into, though, you know? But also, thank you for the resub. I appreciate you so much. And Bria, he kept texting me this week, and I stood my ground each time. And today, I told him that he needed to leave me alone for a while, so he claims he'll give me space. Though he claims such because he wants to show me that he'll change. Yeah. And I think ultimately there are some relationships and some time where it purely just takes time. Like you just have to be apart for long enough that you're able to move on with your own lives, but it can be really hard and really sad in the process. I'm sorry you're going through that. Bella, hi Lovey, how are you? It's so good to see you. Yeah, right now we haven't done too much with traveling. Today was a day with family. Basically, went and worked out, and then played Pokemon, and did some crafts with my nephew. Did lunch, and now here we are. We're gonna do dinner with the whole family. My sister's coming over, and her whole family, and we're gonna do some dinner. I'm gonna do breakfast with my mother, hang out with one of my friends in the afternoon, dinner with the family. Saturday, I do breakfast with my dad, and then go visit one other friend, stay the night at her house, and then I fly out in the morning. So craziness for the next couple days. What did you just say, Brock? I missed it. If you need to say it again. But yeah. And crafts with the kids. Yeah, he gets I don't know if you guys know the little like Kiwi box things for kids. So he gets those. They have like books and crafts and things in it. So it's been fun. Gaz, you are going to Rotterdam though, aren't you? I should make a point of not dating people anymore. That way I have more friends and boundaries and I don't have to separate or break up with people. Much easier. Yeah, well, and I kind of feel like relationships find you when you're not looking for them anymore. Like the more that you focus on yourself and stay focused on that moment, that eventually if you want to be with somebody, that person will find you. But also, if you're not looking and you just want to be with people and have friends, like that's great, you know? Bella, you asked when my flight out. I'm flying to Florida. I'm going to go visit some mods first. And then I go to the UK and then Sweden and then back to the UK. That's currently the plan. And I think somebody else might have asked something, but it just went by too quick and I don't know what was said. Relationships are so 20 Well, I do think relationships have changed a lot and it's gotten a lot harder just due to social media and online and the different ways. No, I know you're joking, but relationships have really changed, right? Like, because you didn't used to be able to connect with so many people. And so ultimately, the way relationships, how you meet people, how you connect, a lot of that has been changing too. Brock has food going since your chef is not available. Well, my mother is a chef, and so is my sister. So my mom used to actually own a catering business, and my little sister is obsessed with making gluten-free recipes. So it's been great. Yeah, searching for romantic connection. Oh, searching for more romantic connections is more tiring than just being open to them. Yeah, I think, well, okay, and here is my hot take thing. My relationship with Joy is forever. Okay, good. Perfect. Joy, so JoJoy is another streamer that if you haven't checked her out, I don't know if Amon wants to shout out JoJoy, you are more than welcome to. She's one of my really good friends that lives in the UK. We joke and we say we're wifeys. Well, or we're real wifeys, I don't know. Technically, I proposed to her at Rotterdam and she said yes, so I guess we're engaged? Or did we officially get married, Nick? I don't really remember. I was kind of drunk. I forget what we were talking about. Even though, wait, who's what's happening? You guys, it's too fast. Kirkachu, thank you so much for the always up. I appreciate it. Yeah, Joy is a person, but she is also my joy. Yeah, Phil, no worries. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Just happy to be here, Tiz. Don't ask me. Sounds like something happened in Vegas. Yeah, basically. Is Joy a WoW partner now? No, that's Elfie. I think Elfie just got WoW partner. Joy plays a lot of Guild Wars. I mean, she might be, but Joy plays a ton of Guild Wars and Enshrouded and stuff. Joy is too, though? Oh, sick. That's awesome. I didn't even know she was playing WoW. Oh, tomorrow. Got it. That makes sense. Sweet. I have not read a ton yet. I've just started reading Empire of the Damned, the second Empire of the Vampire book so far. Okay, what was I saying though? Oh, that's awesome, Droma. I hadn't gotten a chance to see. I've kind of been disconnected from online. That's why we just get random streams on this way. She was ecstatic about it. That is freaking awesome. And thank you for the lurk. Wait, what was I going to say? Commoner made the thing about relationships. Hot take. Yes, thank you, Brie. I think, and I don't think it's necessarily a hot take, but I think that the more you're trying to grab onto something, or like the more it's kind of like this energetic idea of the harder that you're trying for something, a lot of the time it like pulls away. It's kind of like the same idea of like if you're trying to get like a cat to love you and you're like, "Oh my god, I want to pet you and love you and be your best friend." The cat's kind of like, fuck off." But if you're not paying attention, the cat will like kind of come up and be like, "Maybe I'll come and lay down with you." Right? I I feel like I find relationships to be similar. That the more desperately you want them and they're trying to find them and try to like, because that energy also comes out when you're having conversations with people. It's almost like this desperate, needy sort of energy and attention versus if you're kind of just open, if you're just letting yourself be yourself and being open to that, I feel like more often you end up finding relationships that work out better, if that makes any sense. Commoner, really, The Empire of the Vampire, they're super good books so far. I've been really enjoying it. I just started the second one. You should read it, and then we can chat about it. People Are Cats? Yeah, that's what I meant. So you agree. I know, and relationships do take work. I think my 3 main pillars of like relationships, I've decided I've been talking about it a lot this week. Blame, no worries whatsoever. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I have a Kindle that I read on. But my 3 things are communication, respect, and curiosity. So it is like you need to be able to respect somebody else's time and their interests and not push all of your things on them. There needs to be that kind of communication for people to be able to like say, "Hey, this is what I need. This is what I want," being able to set your boundaries. And then curiosity, as far as like trying to actually genuinely understand where another person is coming from. I think a lot of times we're so up in our own heads of what we want that sometimes we don't take into consideration what somebody else wants. And if you have 2 partners that are, or like 2 sides of the partner, or 2 partners, I guess, depends on your relationship preferences, it's important for you to, yeah, Nick, great, you're doing a good job. It's important to try to understand where the other person is coming from and meet in the middle. Yeah, 20s romance was dog energy. Into my 30s now, projecting yourself as honestly and simply as possible helps attract people. Yes, exactly. 20s are like, love me, love me, love me. Dogs are like that. And then it's more like cat energy in your 30s as you get older. What about 3 partners? I mean, same concept applies, you know? Same as with 1 or many. Try it and let us know how it works. Just bear in mind, Tiz will be there to help Joy hide the body in a few weeks. And I caught up for a second. I feel like it's really, it's hard for me and my ADHD brain to address chats that I want to and read them as they go, but also have all these other thoughts and like deep relationship things we're talking about at the same time. Murph, indeed, it's good to see you. Welcome in. How you doing? Also, if anyone has popped in and I didn't say hi to, thank you for being here. People are like cats. Me hisses at people. You know what? I would not be surprised about that. Do people have golden retriever energy? Why can't they just have asshole cat energy? People definitely do. Have you not met any of those people? And my old roommates are in a successful long-term trio, and it's delightful to see. Yeah, it does. I mean, it works for some people. I'm just gonna steal joy from Nick, so that's it. Android just ignores for 10 minutes and share your thoughts. I don't know, but you know, I shared a lot of them. Sometimes when you say that, if you put me on the spot, my brain will go blank. I won't remember anything. Yeah, no worries, Sharky. Thanks for being here. This was my only a second relationship that just ended. I definitely agree in letting people have their own interests, but also seek interest in those who try and share the things that you love with the other. Yeah. I almost feel like growing up, everyone was always like opposites attract, blah, blah, blah. I feel like the older I get, I almost like finding people that have similarities. And I think maybe it's true that some relationships work really well. Do you guys find that you prefer relationships of like opposite people or people that are similar to you? Yeah, I'm not surprised by the queen. Steal, not share? Uh-huh. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll turn this into a competition too. I make everything a competition. Hi Ross, it's good to see you. Welcome in. You know, you don't try to keep them from the friends claiming you're... Yeah. Nope. You gotta let them be their own people. I think it's hard for people to not end up being very like possessive and jealous and wanting to be around a person all of the time. But I think being respectful of other people's times and hobbies and stuff is super important. It's one of those things that sometimes I understand why people do the things they do, but it doesn't make it right, you know? And you like people that are similar. You already have a healthy head start. I feel like we have different strong suits in this area, you know? I missed so many chats there. It looks like most people are preferring similarities. First off, bold of you to assume you have had them. Everyone has different attachment styles too, and understanding the difference. You mean like the anxious and avoidant and secure and things like that? I like to be really honest and open and talk about issues, but people that aren't like that are just not good friends for me. Sharky, I feel that so hard. I think, especially being neurospicy, for me, like communication or just like blunt, honest communication is the most important. How do you deal with feelings like you're in a rut when moving is hard, when feeling things are hard? You mean like that feeling of just being stuck, Sel? Like if you're like, you don't feel like you're making progress on different areas of life? About anything specifically or just life in general? Life as a whole or one thing? I think Joy already has an experience with competition. Has she? Exactly. Life. All of life. Okay. Let's see if we can get into that. Because I definitely feel like I have felt like that a lot and a lot of different points. Ask Joy about the competition. You've had competition with Joy? Is somebody trying to steal her from us? I'm thinking about this, Stella. As I'm setting up a chat, I'm also trying to like gather my thoughts of... Ask her about competition, okay? Sounds good. Feeling stuck. Sorry, I am busy, woman. Is it still working? Somebody give me a yes or a thumbs up. Can you guys hear it? Is it back? Okay. Okay, so that good to know that that's what happens. My little sister was calling, and so when she started calling, I guess it muted it, but you're forced to ride my road out. Now that things are changing for the good, I think that it's happening at the right time. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. No, my sister was calling, and so she's one of those people that spam calls, so if it mutes again, she's just calling me again, and I will just keep declining it until she gets the hint. I think feeling stuck in life means that, and as a life coach, there was this skill that we use, wheel skill diagram thing that we used, where it was a wheel and every spoke of the wheel had a different category on it. So there were things like relationship, work, environment. What were some of the other ones? I think spirituality is one of them, like having a belief in something. And it doesn't mean being religious. It just means it could be a lot like spirituality in general. Yeah, you can tell on my stream, everyone's calls when I'm streaming. So that's how it works. And so if you're feeling stuck in multiple of those categories, and like the I should see if I can find it at some point. Maybe I'll post it in the Discord, because I think what's really helpful is like it helps you take stock of all the different areas of your life. So you can look at this and you can see all the different categories. And the exercise is that like you put a dot on a line close to the spoke of the wheel. And so like, and as you put all these dots, then you draw lines and you see what this circle looks like, if that makes any sense. So it's either like really close to the middle, or it's like really big and expansive and it covers this whole wheel, right? And so what I feel like being stuck is when a lot of these things are kept closer to the center of the wheel. You don't feel like you're making a lot of progress in a lot of these different areas. Or because then I think sometimes we can feel like we're doing good in one area. Like maybe say streaming is going really well, but like I don't like well, so to be totally honest, I'll use my my life as an example. I was feeling stuck for a while because living where I was in Montana, I was kind of in the middle of nowhere. So my friends and my relationships category was very low. Like I had Nande there, but other than that, I didn't have any other real life friends. I wasn't able to go out and do anything else. It was just such a small town. My like health and well-being was okay. Like I was taking care of my health. Streaming was going well. So like my work category was like the only thing that I could really focus on. But like the environment and like my relationships and a lot of these other things weren't doing as well. And so I think that the better that you are at kind of like, it's almost like optimizing all of the different categories. I wonder if we could like gamify or come up with like video game terms for how to like improve the different areas of your life. I feel like that would help. And I think also feeling stuck does require change, and human beings as a whole, their brains are wired to refuse change or to not like change, because whatever you're in, even if you're in a scenario where you are not necessarily comfortable, because you know that it's there, it feels safe, if that makes sense. Hi, Cloven, welcome in. Yeah, exactly. We just need to max our stats. But food and health and exercise, I think all of that is part of it. I'll see if I can find it for you, Sel. Yeah, we're doing deep talks, deep things. We're talking about being stuck right now and things that we can do to improve that. But so I think what happens is we keep ourselves stuck. And if I have done with what? I missed the very beginning of that, Coffington. But hi. But so I think sometimes forcing yourself to make a change in a big area of your life can make a really big difference, whether that's relationships or work or environment. I think those are the big three for me, at least. And that tends to make a really big difference. So like I was feeling really stuck, and so now I've moved. I'm kind of overhauling my entire life except for streaming. Streaming is the one thing that we're keeping consistent. Here, I want to read what the commenter said. Sorry, guys. Oh, my chat actually is not keeping up. So I can't scroll up. But I saw something that you said about getting better and taking. Was you saying your therapist helped you get better in all of the categories, commenter? I saw it. I was reading it as it was going up. And apparently my other chat box is like not keeping up. So we have to stay here and I can't scroll. Hi, Liz. It's good to see you. How you doing, lovey? Oh no, the allergies are creeping in. You can use my life as an example. My work, my exercise, improving. My family and friends are blessed. The person I am is better. My romantic relationship is quiet, but I'm happy. Does that help? Yeah, I think so. Basically, my eyesight is crazy. What do you mean? I am reading from very far away. It is it's a little bit of a challenge, and chat's going by quickly, but I am doing my best. Yeah, does that kind of help, Sel? Basically help me focus on a few things, but yeah. Yeah, guys, do bite-size chats mean that I can see more of them before they disappear. So nice and tiny chit-chats. But yeah, I think being stuck means making changes too. Can you hear me swallowing because the mic is right here? I love this, and I need you on a keychain. Just every time you need something, just press the button for like, hello, what is some Tiz advice? Hey, I'm going to try to pop up and do chatting streams at least for an hour every day while I'm traveling. That is my goal. If I'm at a coffee shop, if I need to find a quick second, I don't know what time it's going to be. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to try to do this. It's going to tank my numbers. I know that it's not going to be great for streaming, but I also think it'll be good practice for me to do IRL streaming and just to practice showing up in a different way. Hi, Midnight. It's good to see you. How are you? Yeah, Tis Help. The Tis Help hotline. What about being stuck, PT? Changes are scary, and that's also another good point. If you are afraid of something, and that's something actually, a keychain of tisms. Should we try to come up with a bunch of quotes? I actually did that. Omens wanted me to write his pen pal life lessons, and I ended up just writing, or he said what was the biggest life lesson so that he could learn from it, and I ended up just writing like, what are my top things that pop into my head as far as like lessons I learn or I live life by, and maybe I'll jot those down sometime. I'm blessed and grateful for all I have and the digital friendships. Yeah, it's been lovely. NFG keychain. One of these days, it'll happen. PG, I still don't know what to put on it. I don't know what the image is. Seeing road signs in the rain is a little bit of a challenge. One of the analogies that I use with my mom a lot, I came up with this. Maybe it's a real thing, but she's terrified of driving, first of all. And so we were in the car, and I've talked about this before, but we were like pulling up to this intersection, and I was driving, and she started freaking out, right? Like she was like cars are going by, and like we don't like you're gonna have to turn here, and she was like started freaking out about it, and I was like, Mom, focus on the intersection. Like we just have to get there, and then by the time we get there, things might change. So we get to the intersection, we pull up, right? There's no cars. It's easy. Traffic is fine. And I think that sometimes that's what we do. Like we see things from far away, and we look at stuff that's coming up in the horizon or stuff that's coming up in the future, and we're going, oh my God, here's all these things that I'm worried about, or all these things that I need to get done or figure out, or whatever it is. And ultimately, focusing on the present, focusing on the one intersection is way easier than trying to picture everything in your life and doing one small thing at a time. Hi, Ram. It's good to see you. Welcome in. You're over here seeing DNA from across the room. Well, the font's pretty big. It's like this big. I can see it. And it's only like 2 of my arms away. Yeah, cross the bridges as you come to them. You've been working so hard in therapy to understand myself and as an adult, and I've made some really big breakthroughs lately, and I'm so happy to have spaces like this where I have a mindset as a focus, and it really does help. Yeah, well, and if you ever have breakthroughs that you want to share, like if you're like, ooh, this cool thing I learned in therapy, I mean, obviously you don't have to like relate it specifically to your life, but if it's just like thoughts or random things, I love talking about those things. I think that's awesome. PEMDASing problems in real time is hard, but if you can do it. I forget what PEMDAS stands for. I know it, but I can't I can't remember. No, way longer than that, Midnight. Come on. But yeah, I think that's a big part. Focusing on the intersection. I think a way that I have lived my life is almost anything I'm afraid of, or if I get an idea in my head, I try to just do it. Do whatever it is and go, like whether it's shaving my head or traveling somewhere or trying a new job or experimenting something, right? Like it's, because what's the worst that's going to happen? Most of the time it's like it's just not going to work out, but in my experience, almost every single thing that I've ever tried has. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Oh, order of operations. That's what it is. You're talking about maths. We're mathsing it, huh? Downplay it all you want, Legolas. What's your L5C? Thank you, Coffeeton. Thank goodness for Peachy and Human. I'm like, what do those stand for? I know we're all sitting here in chat like PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Addition, subtraction. It's like the whole Maffies. What are you all lording, Ram? Did you write out the real one? Well, it's parentheses, explanation, division, addition, subtraction. What's it called? Exponents. I forgot what they were called. I knew one of you guys, I was just like, I'm just going to say a word and you guys are going to correct me. fine. Addition, subtraction, division, explanation. Well, I was wanting you to explain it for me. Parentheses. Oh, multiplication. It doesn't have an E. Wait, doesn't it? Parentheses. I think it's parentheses. Explanation. I already forgot. Multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Explain the parentheses, please. Explain exponents. That's what E stands for. Yeah, no, I got it this time. Anyway, this is actually hurting my brain hearing Tiz trying to hush you. All right, do we have any other questions? We were talking about being stuck. Hopefully that helped. Going out, doing things you're afraid of. Evaluating all the areas of your life and seeing where you might be able to change, improve, do things differently. It's okay, Brie. We'll pretend like we knew, right? We super smart. What would you like to be in your life in the future? You know what's funny about that question? I think there is a part of me where I sit there and I go, oh, I want this and this and this. And then I go, actually, I kind of love my life right now. I think it's a really scary not having a home base. So I think the only thing that I would do differently is I would love to have a place where I have my bookshelves and I have all my stuff and it's unpacked and I can have that there. But I would love to have, I don't want to move all my shit from the US. It would just be so hard. But I would love to have a home base here and a place I could stay in the UK. Although technically I already do, so. So yeah, I don't know. Just be able to do that. I want to keep streaming. I do want to try to work on other content creation platforms. So working on YouTube more and maybe TikTok. But you're too weird to do loaded questions. I feel like that's not that loaded. That makes sense to me. Especially because things are changing right now. So it's what do I see for the future? How could things change, you know? And so I think that's for me. In the new road for your life, what would be the goals that you would want to set for yourself? What would be considered your barometer of success? Barometer. It's a barometer, isn't it? Coffington. I feel very successful right now, honestly. My measure of success is very different, I think, than a lot of people. I kind of don't subscribe to this, especially the US, there's this success-driven way of thinking of in order to be successful, you make lots of money and you are married and you have a house and you have a great paying job and this is what you do. For me, my life personally, my measure of success is how much I like myself and how much I'm learning and growing as a person. And to me, that is what's the most important. I think how the relationships around me are too. I want to have good, and that's kind of been a new thing. I've always been really introverted, but I really care about my friends and my family and the people around me. And I want them to be really genuine relationships. I think I used to, especially in my 20s, I wanted everyone to like me. I wanted to be I want to be friends with everyone. I hate when people don't like me. And I think that quote, and I say it all the time, but that whole if you're palatable to everyone, it means that you don't taste like much. You're just trying to fit in everywhere. And so one of the things I've been trying to do a lot more is to just be my authentic self, and the people that want to be here will be here and want to be friends with me will. You're bland. I feel I kind of was a little bland. Things for example, I have my Skull Panda keychain on my bag, and I was terrified to walk around with it because I thought it looked dumb, or that people would look at it and they would be that's what a weirdo. She's too old to be having dolls hanging from her bag or whatever. And then I was sitting there thinking about it. I'm well, I think it's cute, and it matches the bag, and I like it. And why can't I just show up in a way that I want to? And who gives a fuck what anyone else thinks, right? Me, I usually care too much what everyone else thinks, but we're working on it. So that it might sound really dumb, but that was my travel challenge for myself, was to have this damn doll. You guys want to see it? It was to have this damn doll hanging on my bag. But look, it matches. It's a purple mag. And it has my little skull panda thing. And this is actually really cool. It's a little, it looks like a little boba thing. And if you unscrew it, it has a silicone straw in it that folds into like an actual boba straw. So I have a boba straw on the go. Nick, I totally missed what you said. You said something about my personality and something. I see that damn doll and I go, damn, it's ugly. But personally, I don't like them. No, see, and I totally get that. Some of them I think are creepy as shit too. Honestly, it is kind of creepy. But its name is Cerberus and it makes me think of Cerberus. And it's my challenge to walk around with it on my bag and not worry about what other people think. It might be really dumb. Like, I even sometimes think it's dumb, but it's been growing on me and it's my practice. So, you said there's nothing bland about me? Oh, thanks. Well, I feel like there used to be a little bit, and don't be unseasoned. Everything tastes like chicken, and chicken tastes like everything. Yeah, you gotta decide what kind of seasoning, what kind of flavored chicken you want to be. There's lots of options, you know? You got barbecue, you got lemon, you got garlic, you got all of the stuff. It's not dumb, fuck everyone else. Someone's gonna be like, oh my God, it's cute. Yeah, exactly. Someone's gonna really like it, and those are my people, right? Like, you find the people that like the things that you like. Nothing but spice. I honestly, streaming has been one of the best things for me, learning how to have like my own self-confidence in what I'm doing and not just doing what I thought everyone else wanted. And I think I started streaming that way. And then I used to do all the stream, like I used to have Tangia and Blurp and all these things that I did purely because I thought you were supposed to. And now, like, that's why we don't have a lot of sounds in the channel. Right now we have friggin' nothing. We're going bare bones. But because I realized that those things overstimulated me. And I was masking and forcing myself to pretend like I was having fun when I was getting jump scared. And I really just wasn't. You're pro bland. I don't have to worry about time in the bath. This is fair. It can be really good for you sometimes. But sometimes life, for me, life is all about flavor and having, I love food, let's be honest. She's like a bottle of Frank's hot sauce. I will drink Frank's hot sauce too. So like, it makes sense that I am like, I'm half hot sauce. Have you guys not seen my Instagram photos that I show where I do the, my breakfast burrito with like all of my hot sauces around my plate? I love you owning your truth of realizing that those were bugging you and changing it. Yeah, well, and I think that's what makes me the most sad is, there's more than just a sassiness. Yeah, Bram, no, I totally agree. And that's why we had this conversation, right? Of like, you DM'd me about that and we like talked it out because I think ultimately, like, we both show up in super sassy ways and that's kind of how we connect with people. But if someone tells me like, hey, I don't like that, I'm not going to push it. Like, I do want what's best for other people, and I want to respect that. Also, quick heads up, we do have ads starting, so we have 3 minutes of ad once an hour. Apologies, but I have like so many thoughts going on in my brain. This is what happens if we get like real deep in the mindset stuff. I have like too many mindset things I want to talk about. You are hot sauce, that's why you spicy. Yeah, Frank's with a little bit of melted butter mixed in. I have actually never tried that. I don't actually drink coffee. Well, sometimes. Just a little bit. Icky, it's good to see you. I saw your thing go by, but I am trying to keep up and yeah. If I've missed anyone, welcome in. Akari, yeah, no worries. No, I will. Bubbles will come back at some point. Some of the sounds I like, and we have some of them, but yeah, let's get into it. Where else? You mean with all of the thoughts that are in my brain? No, it's mostly me just trying to like find them before they leave and the new one comes in and then being like, wait, no, I was not done with that thought. And then, you know, that's what having an ADHD brain feels like. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Not me still knowing what Tabasco in Old English. Oh, I like the green Tabasco. That one's good. All the thoughts. Frank's with butter is a standard buffalo sauce. No, but they actually make a Frank's wings sauce, right? Pin it. We need it. Post it. What are we posting? What are we posting and pinning? Whose thoughts? What? Your ADHD brain sounds like mine too. Yeah, just a little bit. Just give fully 4 hours of content in 5 minutes. That's basically what this is. Like I just go blah, 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 and you ask a question, and then I go yeah, blah, blah, and then. Okay, but what were we? I was talking about being yourself, figuring out the things that you want to do. I think to finish that thought was like the measure of success thing was just that everyone's measure of success is going to look different. And I think it's important to decide on what that looks like for you. And I think for me, I am actually working on standing up for the things that I believe in a little bit more. Like we don't talk about politics here on the channel. I don't want to make things weird with like religion and politics and all that stuff. But also at the same time, there are some things I am not going to tolerate, right? And like for me, this is a space that is welcoming of all people if you are going to be kind to other people. So like there's a lot that's going on in the world that I disagree with because it does not feel kind, right? And all of these subjects can be really delicate and really hard to talk about sometimes, I guess. But ultimately, I think we've created a space where we're pretty much all on the same page. But there are always going to be values and boundaries. And if there are people that are in the community or saying things that are against those, we're not going to tolerate those things. Hi, Coops. It's good to see you. Thank you. This is my mom's guest bedroom right now. Isn't this pretty? Look at the design. I like it. You're very intelligent, something that you have a lot to say, something, but it's super interesting. Thank you, Nick. I got most of that, right? Can I kindly tell somebody to yeah, if someone's in here being a dick or yep. You definitely can. My measure of success is how much I make people laugh and how many people I make a positive impact on. I think that's wonderful. That's a great measure of success. Do you guys have... I feel like that's a great question just for you guys in general, too. Like, is your measure of success money? Is it relationships? Is it something specific? Yeah. No, I think I got the general gist of it as I was, like, hurrying through reading that. These pillows, the soft ones, is fluffy. Welcome those who are welcoming. If someone isn't welcoming, they are not welcomed. No, I feel like that's pretty solid. Pretty good. Coops, how have you been lately? My measure of success is how grounded I feel in all aspects of life. Yes. I love that. If it's money, I'm a failure. See, I think money should be... And personally, money is just not that important to me. Like, obviously, I need to make enough money to live and to buy food and do things like that. But, I mean, clearly, if you guys have not seen the way that I live my life and any money I make, we go, oh, we made some stream money. We're going to the UK. I spend more money on traveling and experiences because, in my opinion, travel is one of the only things that you can spend money on that makes you richer. You gain more experience of other cultures and other places. And I think it helps you grow as a person. And like, yeah, my retirement fund has $0 in it. And that's something that I maybe need to start putting together at some point in my life. But also that to me, money doesn't buy happiness. I mean, there's studies too that say, I think that they did a study that it's either like 60 or 70,000. They did a study that up until that much, because that like affects quality of living, right? But if you can make up to like 60 or 70, past that amount of money, the measure of happiness doesn't increase. And so I also think that people, and if you're like that, I apologize for offending you, but I also think that people that measure money as a level of success can sometimes, not always, but sometimes get caught in that kind of like, I don't know the best way of wording it. A little bit of the like selfish greed mentality where it's like you constantly want to be getting ahead. And at least for me, I think life is better when you think of things as a good of the community or as a whole. Granted, I am I'm Hispanic Asian family, and it is very much more based on community. Some of it is culture and like where you're raised. I think there's individualized cultures that are focused more on that, and I get that. Just for me, I think the happiness of all people should be more important than someone's own individual gain, if that makes sense. Well, you notice a lot of those people aren't doing much with the money. They often, yeah, well, exactly. Sometimes people just like make money to make money, and they're not even using it for themselves or others. Like I don't. To me, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I just don't understand how people can live that way. And I know a lot of people do. And if you do, maybe try to explain it to me. But to me, like, and that's my other thing too, is like, I'm always going to be curious. I am never going to just tell people that, well, that's not true. I do think there are some things that I think are just fundamentally wrong. But for the most part, even if someone disagrees with my point of view, I will still listen, and I still will try to understand where they're coming from. But yeah. I saw the end of the like can't do this shit till I'm 50. But I didn't see the rest of it. I'll gladly be money poor, but experience rich. Yes, I love that. Health is more important than money, indeed. I feel so rich because my little nephew. Oh, I love that. Your success is an example of knowing languages and positive impact on people, making them smile. I think that's perfect. Money, reasons to lower stress about life, like food on the table. Exactly. Like if you have enough money to make sure that life is not super stressful, but like, I don't know. To me, I'm like, there's a point to where it's like, what are you actually going to do with it? I don't have money for Taco Bell, but I have Tish Chat. Well, it makes it easier in some ways. No, and I do agree that like you do need money, right? Like we can't, I mean, unless you want to be homeless, like you can't live life without making any money. But I don't know. I hate that is how everything is run, right? Hi, Jimbo D. Hello, hello. How you doing? We're doing mindset talks today. Your favorite. I always had the mentality that what you put out comes back tenfold. I also agree with that too. I think people, I've found in my life too that like the more I try to just like hold on to money and I go like, oh no, I'm going to squirrel this away and I'm not going to spend it, blah, 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 blah. I actually don't receive as much. Whereas the more that I am generous with time, energy, money, any of the things, I find that gets attracted back into my life. And maybe that's just a woo-woo way of thinking. Yeah, exactly, Coops. Current system, it makes you need to have money. But I would rather, like, if I'm making above my means, there's no point in me holding on to money that I don't need. Like, I would much rather be able to donate it and do good things with it. Than to just, so if we ever make it really big here, if we ever like blow up and become a famous streamer, there will definitely be like a percentage of everything that we will donate to something else, because there's only so much money you need, you know? Same is just a construct that we made up, and that frustrates my autistic. Exactly. Have you guys read, there's a book called My Ishmael by Daniel something. And he talks about a scenario of like how money was brought about in the first place. And it's just super interesting. I don't remember all of the details, so I can't give you all the details about it. But I just remember reading it and being like, yeah, this makes no sense to me. Like, how have we gotten to this point? I thought you were a big, famous, fancy pants streamer. Yeah, but, you know, you have to be real big, like 1,000K viewers plus to make all the big bucks, you know? You're great with money. I spoil people I care about, and then I try to get by as cheaply as I can. Well, yeah, and I do think that when you, like, I have found that the times that I actually, like, spend more money, and I think it's kind of this thing that, like, and it makes sense if you think about it. Like, if you are somebody that wants to, like, keep everything close to your chest and you don't want to share and you don't want to do all these other things, people are less likely to want to do that with you. Whereas if you are somebody who is open to other people, and if you try to give when you can, other people will also do the same for you. Excuse me. The allergies. This is what I like about Star Trek, is they essentially passed the point where money was required. and then canceled it. No. Yeah, thank you. You say for the big tip, it's time to go into action. I've been in that I can go whenever, but there was a thing that I took up. If life could end tomorrow, what is the thing that you wanted to do? You would know, so I think it's time for sure. Yeah, I like that, Akari. I agree. Allergic to fun. No, I'm allergic to something in Colorado. I don't know what it is. It's driving me crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's kind of my maybe a hot take, but I think success should be measured more on your enjoyment to life, and I don't think your money or your job or things like that. I mean, sometimes, like if you love your job and you love what you do and you make a lot of money, that's great. But I think sometimes people will push for what they think is like the whole like American dream idea, right? I think sometimes people push for that. And it's not actually something that makes them happy. It's just they do it because it's what they think they should be doing, if that makes sense. Similar to the happiness index. Yeah. What is the happiest country in the world right now? I feel like it's like Sweden or something, isn't it? Sorry if you can hear. You pushed for that for most of my life? The white picket fence kind of idea? Is it Denmark? It's Okay, it's either Finland or Denmark, maybe? Also depends on how much good your job does. That's true. That's true. Maybe you enjoy like your impact. Like it's not, you do your job because of what you do, not because of how much money you make. Success makes sense if it's a measure of the lack of regret that you share. Your last breath, yeah. Finland and then Denmark. Okay, we're all right. That's why I'm probably switching jobs, even if it makes less money for the next 3 years. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, my little sister actually just took a new job, and she called me, and she goes, okay, I'm struggling to choose which job I want. They're pretty much the same. This is the details of this one. This is the details of this one. And she, like, broke it all down. And then the job that, like, I felt like she was leaning more towards, she was like, well, this job makes, like, $1,000 less a year or something like that. And, like, I'd be crazy to take less money, right? And the question that I ended up asking her is, I was like, okay, well, I think the two things that are really important with work are, what are your coworkers like? Like, who do you think you're going to enjoy being around more? And then also, where do you think you're going to learn the most? Like, because she was talking about the demographic, like one place seems to be a little bit more diverse and to have a lot more different types of people. One of them seems to be a little bit younger. And she was like, well, this lady seemed a lot more experienced, and I think I would learn a lot more there. So she ended up taking the job with that pays a little bit less, but because she feels like she's going to learn more. And I think that that's just like, it's a way of thinking about life in a different way. Cav, welcome in. It's good to see you. Iceland is the third happiest country. Hell yeah. It's freaking awesome. USA is 24th. UK is 23rd. You're going up. Hell yeah. But yeah, I think that is always something to think about. That your job, it's important to think about what is important to you and go after those things in your life. And so, like, for me, that's like growth and self-learning and being the best person that I can be, you know? You wish you could do what I did before. I was fulfilled doing that. Just unfortunate that the money aspect isn't. Is that doing, because you did like Reiki and energy work and things like that, right? Or massage therapy? Was you about to do this job too? Yeah? What do you think you would do instead? So one with more flexibility. Yeah, and for some people, that's what's really important. I mean, that was part of it. Both of the jobs are similar for her because, like, she has a new baby, right? And so having a job that she got to work from home a lot for is really important. Butterfly, it's good to see you in here. Job less paid, but now is more happy. Yeah. Well, and the other thing is too, you never know what might change. You might start a job, and because you're so good at it, because you're happy, you might end up getting a raise. You might make more money. You might move up in the company or whatever it is. And I think making decisions purely off of how much money you make is usually not going to make you very happy. I think it's important to figure out what is most important to you first. It's just steady money. I'm not growing anymore there. Yeah, I feel that. Can't get paid to watch Tiz. Akari, when we make it real big, as lead mod, maybe I can give you some money. You're a massage therapist and energy worker, all that jazz, but it relies on people. And you loved helping people in that aspect? Yeah, that's awesome. But I would say it's just based off of like how many clients and stuff you get, right? Yeah, he's been there since October and he's already being trained for lead operator. That's so cool. So he's enjoying it a lot more too. Hope she's gonna put you under the table. Are you lead VIP midnight? Can I be? We'll see. We'll see about it. Depends on what you're bringing the community at that point, you know? Are you really like greeting everybody? Do you bring a... I don't know. I'll have to go back to job training, but it would mean that I can become... You can rep... Wait, did you say you can help animals? Do it. Animals or Iceland's top of safety index. And then after that, Ireland and New Zealand. Interesting. That's super cool. That's wild. What's wild? What you mean, Midnight? Don't do anything for free, right? PG based on clients for sure. Also, my body can't handle it as well. Yeah, I can imagine like your thumbs and your hands doing massage therapy would just be so dead. I just got skilled issue. I mean, all the time. I saw your COD plays. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'll be here for the future, the nifty 50 stipend. Yeah. One day. Those are two. Yeah, New Zealand is the pretty much number one on my list, but it's a lot harder to get there. But I definitely want to. Your best masseuse? Joy tells me. Joy's like, yes. Best ever. Spider Queen, you're going to do it then? Hey, if you get to help do animals and you get to do something you enjoy, why wouldn't you? Midnight. Very easily. She basically runs themselves and you just change out the part once an hour. Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool. I didn't get to carpal tunnel. My wife did from all the thumb stuff. I use my elbows mainly. Wait, you and... I feel like maybe I knew this before, but you and your wife were massage therapists? That sounds like the best couple or the best partner to have. You guys can just massage each other all the time. Anyway, anyone have any more questions? Yeah, you gotta see. Yes, Hobbiton. I'm so excited. It's gonna be this year or next year. I've decided. We're making it happen. 33, I wanted to go. I turned 34 in May, and I wanted to go before I was like no longer a Hobbit adult, because like once you turn 33 as a Hobbit, you become an adult. So I wanted to try to do like a 33rd birthday in New Zealand, but don't think that's gonna happen. But we're gonna try to. It sounds weird when people are saying I love thumb stuff. New Zealand absolutely on the bucket list. It's so high up there. Maybe that will be my like next kind of travel goal. Maybe we'll go this, and by we I mean I will go, but I'll take the stream with me during the winter, because that's summer, or New Zealand's summer. So maybe I'll try to midnight. I swear to God. Somebody said something about what? Go by myself? What? Who? What? Post your question again. It went too fast. I didn't see it. New Zealand top. I know. I feel like so much of us are Lord of the Rings nerds. So it sounds amazing. Wait, is Mansell here? Oh. Okay. Let's get the other side. Oh, ow. I'm fine. Tisha, we plan to go together, or do you want to go by yourself? Oh, I don't know yet. I haven't figured it out. Did you guys hear it? I'll have very good posture now. That sounded hard. Welcome to Tiz's lower back pain. Caused by cracking backs. No, Mansell, I think he's just excited to see you here. It's good to see you. More hydrates. I actually put watermelon. They have Liquid Death. You know the brand. They make like a powder that you can put in it. It has extra electrolytes and stuff. So it tastes like watermelon. Watermelon! Tis meetup in New Zealand. Yeah, we could do like a little meetup thing. My cord is not going to stretch all the way to my phone. And we are getting... Gotcha, Spider Queen. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm tiny. When you worked on Football Players, I legit had to use my... Peachy, you just like crawl up there. Okay, hold on, guys. I gotta... Just hit pee-pee? Does that charge? That might. Okay, hold on. Can I balance you guys? I'll have to pop over and be like, let's go. There's no way. Yeah! I caught it. Everything's fine. We're putting you guys down here. Okay. A little bit more of Tiz chats, and then I gotta go. I did plug it in. I think it's charging. My phone was almost dead. We were at 5%. If you kick someone in the head and you're back, what was that? Oh boy, up. Oh boy, down. Oh no, up. Is that okay? Is this okay? It's the lighting's getting worse. Now you're gonna see my sleepy eyes. It's better when I can just blast it through the window and just... We toppled. Just a little bit more roller coaster ride. It's fun. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Go give wifey a hugsy and say congratulations. You can see both my... What do you mean? They're doing work today. They're trying. You don't look tired at all. Not at all. As long as I hide... Do I look okay now? Do I look tired? You know what I was saying earlier? I was like, my neck is so wrinkly. That's how I know I'm getting like old. I look so old. But no, it's fine. I've actually... It's interesting because I think... just getting ready to move and packing up and doing all that stuff has been so much like heaviness and stress that I have been exhausted, and I've been sleeping about anywhere from like 8 to 10 hours a night, and I just still feel like I was like, noon rolls around and I feel like I was hit by a truck, and I was like, it's probably just the emotional just like load that I've been under as far as like packing up and saying goodbye to Cerberus and Nande and all those things. My body is like trying to recover, and it's just, oof. My neck is wrinkly. Got a wrinkly neck. And my forehead. You guys can't see it from far away. It's okay. But yeah. Old and winkly. Do you need glasses? Because you look damn young and good. Aw, Spider Queen, thank you. Midnight, I'm glad that you were able to make stream today. I was just going to stream until I saw you. Oh, there's... Sometimes the chat, it goes up, but the ends of the chats are still here on my screen. You guys can't see it, I don't think. But it's like, it makes it look like there's something on my face, and I get freaked out, and it's like, oh no, it's just your chats. You should do a self-care stream where you do the face mask. You know what's funny about that? I was kind of thinking that it'd be really fun. Siri and I, last time we were there, we did like a little self-care day. I haven't told you this, Akari, but I was thinking it'd be funny to do that. Like we could have like a little self-care, maybe like stream at Akari's with Siri and Akari and everybody. We'll make Akari wear face masks. It'd be great. It'd be a fun time. Hi, Rufix. Welcome in. Moisture baby. And poof, no wrinkles. That's part of my problem. I hate putting on lotion because as an autistic person, the texture of lotions kind of annoys me. And also, I can't reach my back. And if I can't reach my back, then why would I put it on anywhere else? Because it's annoying. You know? I need someone else. This is the only reason. Literally, you're already Nande's food. I know, right? Joy replied, cute girl voice. Tell her thank you. I can't wait to see you and share my big pee-pee with you. I'm just a messenger. Oh my God, tell her I can't wait and give her a kiss on the cheek for me. Okay, but the only reason that I want a relationship is I want someone to put sunscreen on my back when I travel, and I want to walk out of a shower and stand like this and have them just lotion me so I don't have to do it. I hate putting on lotion. To be fair, I was thinking about treating us to a spa that's close by. You mean Siri spa date? That sounds so great. There are things that you can moisturize with that. Okay, Peachy, down, girl. Oh, you not mind. Yeah, let's do a self-care day. Let's do a Sweden we do a Sweden self-care stream. Wait, what about a low bar for a streamer? I didn't see it. It went too fast. Oh, booty. Hush. Wait, why is that so small? Carmadio? Hello? Welcome? Did you get a gifted sub? Are you special? Oh no, you just have the green accent wall. Welcome in. I said, do you have a low bar for a relationship? Yeah. I mean, they also have to be nice, but like the main thing is like lotion and sunscreen. That'd be great. Oh, but also feed me and cook because I hate cooking. Actually, my bar is really high. I don't want to drive. I don't want to cook. I don't want to put on my own lotion. Rub my back every night. What other things would be great? I don't know. I'll start making a list. Be nice. Apply lotion. Make sure I don't die. Yeah. Perfect. Wait, Jimbo, did you just gift it? It's all of it's kind of mixed, so I can't always tell. But Jimbo, I think you just gifted a sub, and thank you so much. I appreciate it. Asta, you don't like, I mean, and everyone's entitled to their own opinion with that, right? Yeah, and take me to a bookstore. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's actually better to not take me to a bookstore. Princess treatment for Tiz. Where do I... Pearl. We'll just do applications now. Now accepting applications. It's Princess Tiz. Courtsy. You like the idea of relationships, but I'm a little scared right now for the ones that just ended, so I want to be alone for a while. No, I can agree. But I'd cook for you as a friend. Beautiful. As long as it's Indonesian food, okay? Okay. I wanted to say one thing to Brie, though, before we get distracted and move past that. One thing with the whole relationship thing, I totally understand that, and I get being scared. And one of the things, the like quotes, phrases, whatever, that changed my life, and I think different things land for different people, right? But Crumpet, you are not wrong. There was one time I was going through a really hard breakup, and I was telling my dad the same thing, where I was like, I'm scared and I don't think I want to date anymore, and like this is just too much heartbreak and it's too much pain and I just don't want to do it, you know? Sometimes there's that mental, especially leaving a relationship and being like, this just doesn't sound fun to me anymore. And I was in my women can fuck right off stage of my life when I met the most amazing woman, and I'll spend the rest of my life. Aw. But she'll also spend her life with me. But yeah, no, that's really sweet. But the quote, the thing that my dad said is, he was like, would you rather live your life with a heart being broken or a heart broken open? And it was just kind of, I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but it was that idea of feeling heartbroken and being scared and not wanting to put yourself out there, or feeling like you've gotten your heart broken, but that you are still open to receiving whatever else might come. And for me, that like changed my view on how I see things, in that it is okay to grieve. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to worry about what might happen in the future and what things would be different. But I would much rather be the kind of person that is open to still seeing all of the good that other people have to offer. And it doesn't mean it might end exactly the same way, right? Like, I've had enough relationships that end exactly the same way that the other ones have, or in different ways. But for me, a relationship is still a success if I learned something from it. Like, if there was some part of the relationship that I either learned more about other people or I learned more about myself, to me, I feel like that is a success. And every single lesson that you learn coming from a relationship just helps you be that much better at the next one. What about a breakup party? Is that what we're going to have? Oh no, you're saying you found your lady at her breakup party. There's a breakup party? Should we have a breakup party? Nick, I feel like you and me enjoy it. We should just have a breakup party for fun. That sounds like, let's throw a party. And we have to, we basically have already planned it, I guess. We're going to go buy sweatpants and watch shitty movies and get takeout. It's going to be great. Good fun. I'm already planning it. Yeah. We can hold breakup parties, right? Doesn't that sound great? You'll find someone that you get along with. Yeah, well, and it's kind of, in some ways, to me, relationships are a little bit of like trial and error. Like, you try it, you see if it works, you see if you like these people, and it either works or it doesn't. And then you go, okay, I hope that you have a wonderful journey on your life, and I'm going to take my journey this way, and that sounds awesome, actually. Our breakup party? We also are, this is not a surprise, we've been talking about it. Last time I was there, we watched a super, super shitty horror movie, and so we've decided that that's kind of our thing, and we have to watch just a bunch of really bad horror movies. Also, how long have we been streaming? How long have I been yapping? I don't have a time on here, so I just talk, and I'm like, I don't even know what time it is. I'm in limbo land. Does someone want to tell me both how long I've been streaming and what time it is for me? I feel it so much. Wait. What was that? What was that you said, Peachy? That you've heard me say a lot? An hour and 30? Okay, what time is it? What time is it for me? Does anybody know? If you're on the East Coast, no. Yes, East Coast time. And I'm 2 hours behind you. It's 4:11 here. PST is 3. Okay, so it's 4:11. Thank you, Brock. I think I might have to go soon-ish. I got another, 20 minutes, half an hour. We're doing dinner with the family here at some point. But yeah. You're like, oh, that's my time. Trial and error. Yep, that's my life. We try things, we see if it works. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. That's okay. At least no one was purposely poisoned. Well, yeah, that would be bad. That would be an error that you probably can't come back from. Yeah, you're an hour ahead of me. Yes, indeed. What's for dinner? Chicken Marabella, or something. It's a chicken with Kalamata olives and other things. Yeah. Of course. Does that mean it's almost bedtime for you guys, Nick? Are you guys trying to get on a good sleeping schedule? Or is the lady still streaming? I mean, if you're waiting for someone that has money and a security and a perfect in every way, people be single for a long time. Yeah. Well, and I think that's actually another really good point, Ross, is that I think sometimes you want to find the dream person, right? Like you would love to find somebody that makes enough money and is very attractive and blah, 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 blah. But I also believe in the fact that sometimes getting in relationships, you can inspire each other to become better people. So just because someone doesn't have the perfect job or isn't in the best shape or whatever it is, it doesn't mean that you guys can't work on being better together. Oh, I can't. Yeah, my chat doesn't scroll. It drives me crazy. I just have to miss it. Find someone that you can grow and change with. Exactly. And that's ultimately, I think, Peachy, same kind of thing of what I was talking about, right? That just because someone's not there yet doesn't mean that they can't be there. My biggest measure for relationships now is I want somebody who feels like they can learn and grow and communicate. That's also important. Runs off to the library. Where'd you go to the library for? Are you going to go learn? Are we going to learn? You are going to go head out. Okay. Sleep well. Good night. Give Joy all the squeezes and congratulations on the big peepees. Hi, Tactical. It's good to see you. How are you? Welcome in. Do you remember the Zenon movies from Disney? I don't think I ever saw them. I'll give Joy a big squeeze and kisses when she's done with stream. Perfect. Ross, you're being honest. Everyone says the words, but the underlying truth is more security and preferably lodging. Not everyone else is whiff material. This is true, but also things change, right? You learned that the hard way for myself, but yeah, I had to grow and change, and I guess I'll do that too. Yep, that does make that happen. I take note if you read it like that. Wait, what did you say? Did I miss it? What did I miss? Say it again. Say it again. If you need some ADHD books because I have been kind of a mess. That's fair. I've just been winging it. We just raw dogging this neurospicy thing. It's working out decently well. Most days. Most days. Then there's other days we just lay in a sit pit puddle and get nothing done, but that's fine. That is fine. Sarah, I'm so sorry. All of the screen effects are currently not active because mobile phones and things. But fireworks. Does that work? Did that work for you? No, I did them for you. Oh, it's pronounced Xenon. Okay. You're like, yeah, you've obviously not seen them. Next room, just pin digestible chat, short and sweet, please. Yeah, don't talk too much. Just shh. Hi, Choom. It's good to see you. Welcome in. How are you? And I'm saying most people can't even be honest with themselves. Actually, facts. But that's sad. I think we're all learning and growing, right? And then we work on it. This, it's a rose flower thingy hanging thing. I was gifted that by an ex-boyfriend in like 8th grade. One of my like first boyfriends ever gave that to me, I think for my birthday or Christmas. I can't remember. But I hung it up down here when I was in like high school, and then I left it, and it's been here the whole time. My mom hasn't taken it down. It's still hanging. Mostly gave up on relationships for now and focus on my dogs and next stages. Yeah, that's fair. And everyone's in different phases of their life, right? Every one of those has its thorn. And every rose has its thorn? Is that what we mean? Is that the saying we're going for? I think it's one of those things to know yourself is something that needs to change and grow, but another thing to admit it out loud and for others to hear. This is true. And I also think that people grow and they change, and that things are not always the same. And that as long as you can try to be as honest with yourself and other people as you can of like where you are in the moment, I think that's kind of what matters. You're doing good? I'm good. I'm sleepy still, but overall, it's been nice. I've been hanging out with family. I'm going to go get breakfast with my mom in the morning and then breakfast with my dad on Saturday. So it's just lots of family meals, and I get to see a couple of my really good friends. I'm going to go stay with one of them Saturday night, and then going on a walk with another one tomorrow. So that'll be really, really good. Learn how to lean towards the self-helpy. Yeah, Jimbo D, that's kind of how I am too. I feel that. BF already forgotten, but at least the art remains. No, it was funny. I actually sent him a Snapchat of it. I was like, hey, look, this is still hanging on my wall. And he was like, oh, that's sweet. We should hang out when you're in town. And I was like, I have 2 days. I don't have time, but maybe next time. But yeah, because like I said, I'm friends with almost all of my exes, as weird as that might be. Thoughts on soulmates, romantic versus non-romantic. I don't believe in soulmates, personally. In the like traditional sense. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I try to sneeze this way so I don't sneeze like down onto the mic, but I apologize if it's really loud. Don't want to depend my happiness on another person. So if I can't be happy single, I don't want a partner. No, I think that's really important. Like being happy with yourself is super, super important. I don't believe in soulmates just in like the fact that you'll see someone and you'll be like, oh my God, we are destined to be together. But I almost feel like someone can become your soulmate. I feel like to me, it's about having somebody who connects with you on a soul-like level. And that there's not just like one of them. Yeah, like you said, people come for a reason and a season. Sometimes you'll have someone that you love and care about for a certain reason, and then they will leave your life, and then you might have other people, and there's different people that help you learn and grow and experience different lessons, and that there are people that could be a soulmate, but I don't believe in like the love at first sight kind of thing, if that makes sense. My neighbor said bless you. Shut up. Shut up. I'm just stuffy, right? My cat was my soulmate. Yeah, no. Pets, different story. Soulmate pets, 100%. Cerberus was like meant to come into my life. And so was Athena. And you watching me on the phone? Are we in bedtime mode? Are we already heading towards bed? Veg times, pets are love it. Yes, yeah. People, no. Pets, yes. All right, next question. Anyone got any other ones? Now that we've talked about relationships, soulmates, and other brain things, animals or people? Typically, yes. Take a look in the mirror. You'll believe in love at first sight. I am working on that. I do also think that that's another interesting concept, right? Like you are the one person that you spend your entire life with, and we are the meanest to ourselves. And so something that I've been practicing is being kinder. Yeah, Icky, don't you work in the morning? Shouldn't you be asleep? Go to bed. My back hurts, so we are moving. It's lunchtime for you. Yeah, Akari, go to sleep. Does this still sound okay? Is this close enough? I don't know if I need to talk into the mic or if that's really loud. I will do a volume check. I need to go back and rewatch these VODs at some point so I can be like, how close do I have to hold the mic? Do I not need to move? Do I hold it perfectly here? Which part sounds good from here or if I eat it? This feels like a sleepover. Are we having a sleepover? It does kind of feel like a sleepover, doesn't it? We're like, hey, how's it going? Seems fine. Okay, perfect. One of my favorite people are streaming, so... Well, I'll be streaming tomorrow, too, at some point. I don't know when or why or where. Are you allowed to talk about alcohol and weed on stream? Is that a thing? Backs, do we really need them when squid? Yeah, but I'm not a squid, so I do. God, I look so tired. Ugh. Why do you guys hang out with me? Are you like, oh, your tired face makes me feel better about mine. Please eat it. Yeah, just ASMR time. My advice is bad. Anyway, I only ever ended up with takers, and I usually just proceed not to pay enough attention to them. Was never going to work anyway. Sounds like you're an avoidant. Sorry. You know, we were talking about attachment styles earlier. You certainly smoked on stream. Seem fine. Well, I'm not usually an alcohol, weed sort of person, but I've convinced my mom to maybe do edibles with me tomorrow. She probably would not go for also streaming and doing edibles, but I thought that would be really funny to stream. It would be a disaster. It's probably not going to happen. Maybe I'll stream before that, but I was also like, that would be hilarious. Personally, I'm here to call you Wolfcut, and for all the mindset stuff, perfect. Does have you ever doubted that you're a good streamer? You had us captivated in hours just by talking. Yeah, we just talking forever. Forever and ever. Mommy on edible? Yeah. When she doesn't, my mom is like, so that's kind of where I've gotten my like never do anything bad, be a good child thing from my mom, because she's that kind of person. So I don't know if I honestly don't know if she's ever been like high or anything. So I'm excited for that. That'll be funny. You're someone with avoidant attachment systems. You know, Asta, I am not surprised. I bet I could go through chat and pinpoint what kind of attachment styles half of you guys have, just based off of conversations. And it's not a bad thing. It's just like, I feel like we've spent enough time with each other that we just kind of know. As soon as my brother and I left home, my parents started doing it. My sister did. I never was big into it. I like every once in a while. What's your attachment style? Go. It's funny, PG, I would say anxious, but I actually think that you would be a little bit more avoidant. For some reason, your humor gives me that vibe. Jimbo. I would almost say anxious attachment style. You seem like a lover. And some of you guys might be secure, but I'm just picking anxious or secure. Android. Anxious. I missed somebody else said to do them, and I didn't see who. So if I miss it, then just let me know again. Commenter, that's fair. That makes sense. I am avoidant. I knew it. Peachy. Pulse to 8 legs. Yay! What about me? Icky, I think you would also be anxious. Sharky? Ooh, I don't know if we've talked enough for me to know. My instinct was to say avoidant, actually, but I almost think maybe anxious. Spider Queen, you'd be anxious. 100%. That one's easy. Carrington, Woptis, I'm gonna holler at you on the flip side. Alright, sounds good. Have a good one. Coops. I don't know, actually. Do you guys know what your attachment styles are? And I'm just randomly saying this. Oh, hold on. Drew. Wait, Drew, did you just write in? I cannot tell what's going on my phone, but thank you for the raid. If anybody who just came in with that raid, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. What were you playing? How was stream? Eclipse, I kind of feel like avoidant. They say they didn't work out. Yeah, guys, we are, we were chatting about mindset and health and fitness and travel and random things. And currently, right now, I am trying to diagnose whether people in chat are an anxious or an avoidant attachment style, purely based off of how they've come across in Twitch chat. So that is that is what we're doing. I think I'm doing well. I think I'm doing good at it, but we'll see. Drew, I hope you had an amazing stream. I actually got to meet Drew. Are you going to be at TwitchCon again this year too? I got to meet them at TwitchCon last year. Great human being. I appreciate you bringing your friendos in here. If anyone's new here, hi, my name's Tiz. We're doing a little sleepover chat right now, apparently. Really, I'm just traveling, and I'm doing a lot of IRL streams currently, but typically I am a variety gaming streamer. We play a lot of thrillers, some indie puzzle games, and I am very neurospicy. We yap a lot about mindset and health and fitness, so I feel like I'm more anxious. Okay, that's honestly, I was kind of going towards that, but you are a little bit like quiet and reserved sometimes. So I took the quiz. I am more secure traits, but avoidant with but anxious with 2 avoidant tendencies. Overall, I'm like an anxious, secure attachment style. You did the hey Tiz. We played Silent Hill F and then Arc Raiders, and I read it here because I wanted to see other people. They were going to DreamHack. So I'll even get to see you sooner than TwitchCon. Is that what you're saying? That's exciting. I love it. Dang, you know me too well. Actually, I didn't know mine, to be honest. I'm like 95% positive. You think you were avoidant? Really? Interesting. You leaned more that way. No TwitchCon. Okay, but at least DreamHack. DreamHack will be there. Tis it ancient attachment style that tracks. I like to be loved and treated like a princess. Obviously. Anxious, but small amounts of avoidant and a lot of secure. Woo, therapy. Yeah, that's honestly, I kind of got that vibe too. That was like, that's something that you've worked on a lot as far as us. I don't know. There's this state of being where I think you can get to this point where you're like, well, and here's the thing. I am secure, and I think a lot of people can sometimes be secure until they're in a relationship, and then all of that trauma and the things get dug up and then pop out, right? And you're like, oh, that's cool. I was very secure, and now that I am with people, now I am very anxious. Yeah, that makes sense, Spider Queen. You're that guy that attends parties with people I know, but mostly stands in the corner chilling. I talk with those that talk to me, and I don't start chats. Yeah. I mean, I feel like a lot of people on Twitch are kind of like that, right? Like because we don't socialize that much in person, it makes it easier to be like that online. Anxious and avoiding, maybe? Akari can't make decisions, so he wouldn't be able to decide what attachment style he was anyway. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. It'd be interesting. Well, and I've actually heard some people say, so, oh, I probably should give some background if you guys don't know what these are. Basically, and some people think that they're bullshit and that it can be putting people in a box. And I totally agree with that, like, way of thinking as well. For me, in the same way that, like, getting diagnosed as neurospicy, like, everyone, in my opinion, is on a spectrum, and it's not like that defines who you are. It just helps give information for how your brain works. And in the same way, I think, like, anxious and avoidant and secure attachment styles just gives you information of, like, what certain people can be like in relationships. And so basically, people that are anxious tend to be more of the, like, I guess, like, clingy is, like, the first word that pops into my head, but it's not always the case, right? There's the people that tend to want to, like, check in and have more touch points and be more involved, whereas, like, avoidance, and especially when you get into a relationship, avoidance tend to feel smothered and want space. And also when you get into, especially when people get into conflict, that's when those things pop up a lot. And so, like, it can also be in friendships and whatnot, but I think specifically in romantic relationships, like, if you get in a fight, if you have two people, avoidants tend to be those that want to, like, solve the problem and dig into feelings and, like, wait, did I say avoidant? That's what anxious wants to have all the conversations, do all of the things, fix it, and over explain, maybe push a little bit too much with those things. And avoidants are people that want to, like, walk away and have space, right? Have a secure dismissive range. And so what's really tough, yeah, anxious people tend to need a lot more reassurance. It's like the "do you love me?" And so it was interesting because there's a book called Attachment that goes into all the details on all of it. Oh, Drew, that's freaking awesome. Let's go. Yeah, no worries at all. I'll see you there. Congratulations on being accepted as a creator too. That's really cool. Your core attachment style leans a little bit anxious. Yeah, and if you don't like the box that they put you in, it's not going to work anyway because you're not going to change much past your core personality. If you go into a relationship expecting the other person to change, that's a dead relationship. Yeah. I think you have to go into a relationship already being happy with the person and who they are, and you can both be open to growing and changing together, but that you love who you are at the end. Oh, you think I'm clingy? Just kidding. I know I can be. I'm trying to work on it. Oh, 110% anxious then? I'm avoidant, the anxious I've processed on my own. Yeah, well, so people, you can have different traits of both. Like, you can do things that tend to be a little bit more anxious or a little bit more avoidant, but typically one or the other will be the way that you handle things in conflict and conversations. And that can make relationships really hard sometimes as well. So, like, that was, for me, Nande and I leaned more towards anxious attachment style. So wanting to have the hard conversations, wanting to talk about feelings, wanting to do all these things. And he tended to feel like that, and sometimes that feels really overbearing for people that are avoidant. And so Nande would like to have space. And so it felt like neither one of us could ever get our needs met because I was like, well, I want to talk about it now. And he's like, well, I want you to give me space before we talk about it. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to. So then, right? Codependencies pulls us up a lot with attachment style too. Yeah. And it's interesting. The book that I read too was talking about how sometimes dependency can actually be a good thing as long as it's done in a healthy way. So, like, two anxious attachment styles can work out as long as they learn how to communicate in a good way. Sometimes anxious and avoidant, but like two avoidants don't normally end up together because there needs to be something that kind of pulls the relationship together. I need the combo, but I'm okay if the other person needs space to sort out how they feel. Yeah, and I think ultimately in a healthy relationship is that you're able to say, hey, like, if you need space, I can give you that space, but it's communicating. So, like, for us, the biggest problem was that he wasn't very good at communicating when he would come back from a fight. So, like, I was okay with him taking space as long as he was like, all right, I need space, but I'll be back to talk about this in an hour. But if he would just walk out of the room, then that would trigger a lot of, like, feelings of abandonment and stuff for me. and then it would cycle into other things, right? Does that make sense? Hi, Trash Bandit. Welcome in. You get information overloaded and need time to word stuff properly. Yeah. Well, and so I get that. Definitely it can be easier to take space, and you may need space in a conversation, or sometimes even taking space to like write down your thoughts can be helpful when you're coming back into it. But I think my biggest tip for anybody who might be avoidant, so hi, it's me, I'm avoidant, is communicating your needs in a way that works for, like, if you have an anxious partner, being like, hey, I need 20 minutes and I will come back once I have had that space. But I am like, there's this term called flooded, where like your feelings just get too much and you just can't process and you're just kind of like overwhelmed. Like, I need time to like regulate my own emotions. Peachy, I'm avoidant. My partner's anxious. So when conflict comes up, I have to do a lot of the acknowledgement for her, to the point where we then give space to come back to the discussion. Yeah. Or even, I think for me, as somebody that can have some avoidant or anxious, God, it's so hard. Why do they both have to start with A's? Anxious tendencies. For me, it's a lot of just being listened to and not people trying to fix things. Like, I want to just be able to say things. Peachy, have you read all like the Gottman stuff? Because that's where I've gotten a lot of this stuff too. The whole like, I'm flooded thing. That's our code word. I'm flooded. I'm anxious but working on becoming insecure, and depending on how long I know someone, I tend to be more secure because I can read the person better with time. Yeah. Well, and so like for me, I think there's a level of like neurospiciness that comes into play too. That like, I need hyper communication. Like, if I just know what this person is thinking and feeling, then I'm fine. But if I don't know and I'm trying to read it, then I get more overwhelmed with it. And yeah, and I just want somebody to listen. I don't want them to try to fix it or say anything. It's just like, hey, I want to be heard, and you don't necessarily have to even agree with me. I just want to be heard, and I don't want you to try to fix it sometimes. And I think that also helps a lot. I saw something about it, learning it changed the game to me, but it went too quick. You have a careless attitude. I'll give back what someone throws at me. Well, and I think, and not to be offensive, but I do think that's a little bit of a petty way of responding, right? It's kind of like, well, if you're mean to me, I'm going to be mean to you. And I do think that there's a way in which you can learn how to sit in your own power and know how show up the way that you want to show up, regardless of how another person is treating you. Hi, Ranger. It's good to see you. Welcome in. Sal, I missed your chat. I didn't see it. If you want to repost it, you're more than welcome to. Doesn't acknowledge me first. I don't need you to fix it. Just listen. Yeah, exactly. I had talked with my therapist today and talking about writing therapy. Yeah, I think writing can help so much. Has anyone ever heard of neurodivergent attachment styles? Is there something different, or are we making this up? Mainly because someone melting down is super amusing to watch. I think that sometimes that can be a... I'm trying to figure out how to word it. I think that there can be, if we don't know our own feelings, laughing at certain scenarios can be a coping mechanism, or things that people do. But that, I think it's important to have a lot of empathy and understanding for why people are having feelings or reacting in a certain way. Listening instead of trying to fix is one of the all-time classic relationship basics that most men ignore. As a man, I had to learn this the hard way. Yeah, exactly. The way I see it, they brought it upon themselves. In what way? By caring for you? And just agreeing. I totally wanted someone to listen. Yeah. And I recently had a relationship that there was always miscommunication with things, but there was also things that they wouldn't let me in on, and it made things difficult. We haven't seen each other in months, and we never have quality time with each other. I made things a couple weeks ago. It still feels heavy. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Drew. That's really, really hard. And I think ultimately, I think it's important to find people that can meet you on the same wavelength, whether that's the same amount of communication that you need, whether it is learning how to find keywords. Like, no relationship is going to be easy, but I think there's definitely things that you can do to definitely help each other. Sharky, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you so much. Commenter, just be aware if the meltdown blows up on you in a bad way, then you have stoked it. Well, and I think the thing with that is that, like, if you are laughing at somebody else's pain and it gets worse, a lot of times it's like there is cause and effect from actions. Oh, that's interesting, Jimbo D. Good night, androids. Sleep well. I don't know how to, like, necessarily phrase that, but I do think that something that's important to practice is understanding that everyone is going to have different feelings about things, and that being respectful of that is important. Even if you don't agree with it, even if, you know, they might respond in a way that you don't appreciate, I think keeping your side of the street clean, but also still having empathy and being kind is something that's really important. Communication helps a lot and is key, but I have big trouble with reading people at all. Maybe it's the suspected autism and ADHD that my therapist is sure that I have. Yeah, I mean, that does make it a lot harder. I think, I mean, communication is that, I think part of it is communication, right? Like you were saying, like having them explain how they're feeling and stuff. But I think another part of it is being able to be okay with your own things and not worrying so much about what other people are doing too, right? Like you are staying confident in where you are in that space, and that it doesn't always necessarily matter how someone else, right? Does that kind of make sense? Like, other people's feelings matter, but if you're showing up in a situation, you don't have to understand every little detail, know every little thing all the time. Well, depending on the reason for the breakdown, it can be hilarious, but then again, it depends on the reason. My biggest flaw with helping the wife is that I can't do repetitive conversations due to my own issues, so I made the wife journal as a means to do repetitive rants. That makes sense. Well, and I think, like, and that's an example of you have found something that doesn't work. Like for you, you're like, well, hearing the same thing over and over is really hard for me. So here's something that can work for both of us, that you can get your needs met and I don't have to do this part, right? And I think that's what's really important. But I think sometimes relationships, people do what works for them and they stop taking into consideration how the other person feels. And to me, that's not a relationship. That's something that's very one-sided. The one of the unfortunate helps for some is blowing up, letting it out, hearing out some loud might help them move past. Yeah, that's true. I think, and being loud, like being angry is not a bad thing in my opinion. Like getting loud, showing emotion, it's only if you are doing that and as a means to like hurt somebody else. If you are being mean to somebody or yelling at somebody in a way that is going to be something that's like trying to hurt somebody else, but like yelling in of itself, or like being able to get your anger, like that's where they have like rage rooms and stuff, right? Makes a lot of sense. It's something I actually got better at in the last month. Nice. Sometimes I just need someone to listen, and writing down only goes so far because I'm still alone with my thoughts. Yeah, I am the same way. And I think maybe that's a neurospicy thing. Like I just need to talk through it, and it helps me process all of the different little things. Do we have any more last thoughts? I am hearing, it sounds like people are getting ready for dinner and stuff, so I do have to go at some point here soon. I usually ask my partner if he's okay with me repeating myself. Yeah. And that's a great way too. Like, also, I've been starting to preface things a lot of times. If I'm trying to communicate with somebody, just being like, hey, like I'm PMSing, or I know this is ridiculous, but I just need to talk about it. Can you just listen and not help or fix or whatever? And Sal, you agree. Anger and blowing off steam is normal human things. It's just directing it at people that makes it negative. Yeah. Yeah. Like if you are, or it's like the word choice or what you're using, or like if you are like screaming at someone versus like, I just need to yell. It's very different. Crows have never made me feel like I must rage. The trash bandit for sure. You have an idea? What's your idea? Hi, Batpool, welcome in. You want to try to recreate Lendel on Enshrouded? I don't know if I'll finish, but I'm starting it now. It's big. What is that? What's Lanedell? See, I want to do the Rivendell. I think that would be so cool. I'm doing good. We are getting close to wrapping up We're just doing lots of like random mindset and relationship talks and things like that. But yeah, thanks, Sally. I appreciate it. People think I'm yelling, but I'm just loud. I'm expressing myself loudly. Exactly. Oh, the Elden Ring. Oh my god, that would be so crazy, Brock. Good luck. Good luck. Have fun. Yeah. No, I mean these were great chats. I had a lot of fun with you guys. I do need to figure out. I don't know if there's any way to raid out from this app. So, I think what we're going to do is you guys start saying your goodbyes to everyone. I think you guys can hear me right now. It's going to be blurry for a second while I figure out who's online. I'm going to start the raid here, and then you guys, like you did last time, I think you're going to have to count it down for me and let me know how much time we have left. Oh, let's go to Joy to congratulate her on the plus points. Does somebody mind making me a raid message that's like something to do with like congrats on the big PP wifey or something like that? That would be fantastic. / raid Joe Joy. Yes, you guys need to know Joy. Okay, and then we're going to pop back over here so you guys will see me. There, perfect, Cell. Congrats on big PP, wifey. Yeah, mods, I haven't given anyone the editor permissions, I don't think, yet. So you guys, you have to let me know as we're counting down, too, and then I'll end when we are past that. Yeah, any of you guys copy and paste the raid messages you guys are making. It's awesome. I appreciate it. Oops, hold on. This is wonky. Let's see if we can put this on the... Nope. I'm just going to hold it. We got about 30 seconds still. Okay. Yeah, thank you guys for being here. I know these are kind of weird streams. We're just like sitting here chatting and yapping, but I do appreciate it. And I'm sitting here looking all sleepy. I just like haven't put on any makeup. I can't be bothered, you know? But I think it's kind of a good practice. It works on my self-confidence and hanging out with you guys and not having to worry about all of this. So tomorrow we will have a chat. I'm saying, I think around a similar time. I'm going to go do breakfast with my mom. Probably stream afterwards. So a little bit earlier than today. We'll do some chit chats. Maybe I'll take you guys on a walk or do something like that. And then later. Okay. Thank you guys. Much love all of you guys. Say hello to Joy for me. Bye guys.